Well, good evening, folks. This is CERT Instructor Ron. Hey, I need to talk to you about everything. What do I mean, everything? Well, the first important thing I'd like to say is be ready this time of year no matter what. And how do we do this? Let's review it again and again. And that's have something like this pamphlet or download it on the internet through FEMA's site. Just do a search, you'll come up with something that's going to tell you how to get prepared. So that's a really good book. One of the things I'm doing right now is we're going to be in the enhanced area if things work out. So we never know. With that said, I got my radios on the chargers, charging my extra batteries because I never know. So what you want to do is make sure you have communications. So these are my handhelds that I often take with me in the field. But let's just look at that enhanced area for several of the states tomorrow. And me being on Oklahoma, we'll kind of chat about Oklahoma, and you can probably take a look in your area. So let's just take a quick peek as to what we have going on tomorrow. And there you go. So you can kind of see there. Might need to lower the camera a little. Maybe that helps. So what we're looking at here is these several regions. And what we have is marginal, which is least worry. And then we have slight. That can always be a risk. And then we have enhanced. And sometimes it's beyond that. But enhanced can be pretty bad. And you can see here the cities and towns that might be affected. So that's going to include things like Dallas and Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Kansas, and Nebraska, and even further north. So out range is going to be, Chicago and San Antonio and Indianapolis and Memphis and whatever. So those areas could see something, but the more concentrated energy is going to be right in here. So we don't know what we're going to see tomorrow. We just know that something could happen. And so with that said, again, get your radios, get your batteries, get your backup for power that goes out for flooding. You'd never know. Again, lightning could strike a utility pole and bring down several poles before they get it fixed. So that might amount to 2, 3, 4, 5 days of pain in the butt for you without your ability to cook and whatever. So just think about it. I'm charging about everything I have at this point that I might take to the field or need to take to the field. That's going to be radios, which I have one of these radios in my truck so that I can communicate with the NWS or whoever and other people. But my binoculars that I've got and thermal and an extra battery that you can charge that up and charge your phone with it, whatever you want to call them. I just call them the battery. But take those things with you. And another thing to take is take yourself and download Zello. So that way you have a point of communications with others. Join my channel if you want. CERT//WX is all it is. You can look it up. And it's a good program. Something like Zello's been around a long time. I've been using it for about 7 years now, I think. And we've had some trouble with it, but very little. You can use it with repeaters too, but it's good for communication. So again, if Zello goes down, you're not going to be able to communicate with Zello if the data's gone. And so as long as you have data, you're probably going to be okay. But just count on nothing working at times, and that's the way it is in disaster areas. I've seen it with floods, fires, tornadoes, and other natural events. So that's what we got to look forward tomorrow. And anyways, I would advise anybody living in those areas to get prepared. And so that's what we got going. So there you go. That's all I got for you. So be safe and be ready.